Hi, this is James Moss, and I'm doing a review of the Action 1989 comic book movie Batman. Yep, right here. Yep, right here. Yep. Batman was released on June 23rd, 1989, and directed by the great Tim Burton. Yep, it has a brilliant cast. Everything is super killer. Yeah, let's get started. Start with the title card and the Batman symbol. Yeah, I'm getting a code there, and then we get to Gotham City. Yep, just a minute. Well, oh yeah, there was this couple and their son trying to find their way. Their son has a map saying he knows where it is, but his dad brushed it off. But then they got mugged by these two guys, and that's where Batman saw it and decided to go after them. Yeah, the two looking at the personal belongings until Batman appears and give him an ass whooping. Batman tells one of them, say, "Who are you?" And Batman says, "I'm Batman." And he beat the crap out of them. Just a minute. I was like, oh yeah. Yep, Batman played by Michael Keaton. He is very good as Batman. Yep, great brilliantly as Batman. Anyways, at Wayne Manor, they're holding a charity fund. It was a gambling thing event. We also get to see Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, attorney at law, who is getting rid of crime in Gotham City. Yeah, Gotham City celebrating their bicentennial 200th birthday. Yeah. Commissioner Gordon is played by Pat Hilton. He's there and wants to take down Jack Nipper, taking down all those criminals. Also, just a minute. I was like, oh yeah. Jack Nicholson played as Jack Nipper, aka the Joker. We'll also get this. Also now at the charity party thing, we get to see Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale, who is a reporter, who is a photographer. Her boss, Alexander Knox, played by Robert Wall, yeah, runs the Gotham newspaper. And trying to figure out who Batman is. Yeah. At the party, the two were there to interview Bruce Wayne. Yeah. And then that's where we also get to see earlier in the scene we get to see Boss Carl, who's in charge, who's a crime boss, played by Jack Palance. Yeah, I'm a great actor. We also get to see everyone. Meanwhile, at the party, Vicky and Alexander were looking at us. That's when Bruce appeared and saying that's a Japanese armor. And then he left. That's when we get to his butler Alfred Pennyworth, who told him, "You better check this." And that's when Bruce noticed the surveillance camera in the party. He's saying, "We just found out where Jack Nipper is." Just a minute. Yeah, then Batman got his suit on and go after them. Go after Jack Nipper and his gang. Because at the chemical plant, where that's where one of Jack Nipper's henchmen, who works at the police station, he killed him. And we get to this where Batman got there and beat up Jack Nipper's henchmen, and then Jack fell into the Batman trying to save him, but Jack slipped and he fell into the chemical plant. Fell into the chemical acid. Batman escaped from the police. And then Jack up here has a funny face now. Show up at his boss's place, at Boss Carl's place, and killed him. He's now known as the Joker. Meanwhile, Bruce falls in love with Vicky Vale, and they had a Vicky Vale is played by Kim Basinger. Yep, the two had a romantic greatness. Now that Jack Nipper's in charge, he told him that he's in charge of in this crime boss. He shake one of the guy's hands and he electrocute him, and he die instantly. We see the skeleton. Yeah. And then that's when the Joker says, "Any questions?" They didn't say anything. And then that's when the Joker falls in love with Vicky Vale and decided to set up a trap to bring her in. He actually sent a phony letter to her to go to the museum tonight, and she went to the museum expecting Bruce Wayne to be there. But she found a box. She opened it and the note says, "Put it on." She put on that's when the gas appears. She put the mask on. Everybody's asleep but her. Just a minute. And then we get to the Joker and his henchmen appear. And then they put on a Prince song by Prince, and they raised some hell at the museum, spray canning the whole thing with purple spray can, spraying the place that didn't like it. Those paintings are fakes. Don't worry, they're fakes. That's when the Joker says, "Don't do that. I like this painting." Yeah, a picture of a man in a purple outfit. And then the Joker got to Vicky and he says, "You can take the mask off." She took the mask off and noticed he looked at her pictures and said, "Very good." And then she poured water on it, and then on the Joker's face, his face appeared white. She was scared. I'm trying to get away. That's when Batman appeared, rescued her, and got her out of there in time. And then the next day, there was a news coverage about these deaths of these models who die. That's when this female anger woman died of laughter, and she died. Later on, Batman took Vicky to his cave, and she was wondering, "Who are you? You don't want to..." And then she woke up. She realized that her pictures of the Batcave were gone, but photos that includes a list of all the chemicals that the Joker has been using in his commercial, killing all those female models, killing all the pretty ladies. She called her boss, Knox, saying, "Can we get this?" He says, "Where are you? Are you okay? Listen, I got something big. Can we get this in the evening edition?" He says, "Just barely." And the news got out about these chemicals, where they are. Yeah, and the special report is saying, "These are the following list about do not use these products." Yep, the Joker's pissed. That's when his assistant Bob the Goon, who's a great henchman villain, yeah, played by Tracy Walter. Yep, anyways, the Joker decided to interrupt and announce that he is giving away free money at that party. Everybody was there. And later that night, everybody was there at the Gotham 200 celebration parade. Everything's all in hell because the Joker is giving away free money while Knox and Vicky trying to figure out. That's when the gas appeared. They put the gas on, and then all hell break loose. Yeah, earlier Batman figured out that the Joker, aka Jack Nipper, is the one who's responsible for his parents' murder. Then we get to the scene where that's when the Batcopter appear, flying up there, and that's when we get to the Batman symbol. Yep, and then that's when the Joker kidnapped Vicky. Batman got all his henchmen and then went to the clock tower for the final showdown. Batman versus the Joker is a good battle. And then Batman saying that I know you killed my parents, and he says, I remember now. That's how Batman defeated the Joker, but gotta save Vicky. He saved Vicky and the Joker collapsed and die instantly, die laughter. Yeah, and then we get to the scene where Commissioner Gordon announcing about the bat sign, the bat light. Appear and in case that we need Batman time, we'll get Batman to help us out. And that's how we get to, just a minute, we get to Vicky figuring out who Batman is. And she told her boss, I'm not working for you anymore. I gotta go catch my date with Bruce Wayne. And there Bruce appeared there's Alfred and Bruce Wayne. And the two rode off in the night sky. And that's the end. Yeah. The first Batman movie is great. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It's a good film to start the Batman films. Yeah, it's a good film. Yeah, I give Batman a 5 out of 5. Tim Burton did a good job of it. The Batman comics still kicking ass today. And everything. Yeah, once again, I give Batman a 5 out of 5. A good film for everybody to watch it. Yeah, for my next review, I'm going to review Congo, my 100th video. Okay, till then, I'm gonna help Batman kick the Joker's ass and put him in his place. Well, see ya, and I'm Batman, bitch.